What's up, YouTube? Mark Films back again with another video, and for today's video we're going to be doing an electric fan setup and a 34-inch radiator upgrade on this truck. And to keep in mind, you will need to tune the electric fans, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to install it. And I'm recording the intro right now because the lighting was really bad on the previous intro, but I also wanted to show you guys the truck right now. We got the new front end. If you guys haven't seen the last video, I'm in love with it. And if we walk back here, I did get a red SS wing painted already. So I want to give a shout out to Alex 4-Door Mobbin, who sold me this. He's part of La Clica Trucking, if I'm correct, but he gave me a really good price, guys. Let me know what you guys think, because the wing already came painted and it's pretty close color. This was totally unexpected, so I want to give a shout out to him. He also hooked it up with a good price. I also wanted to give a shout out to Corona Window Tint. They hooked me up with a really nice ceramic window tint. They did it on late notice as well, so I want to give a shout out to Corona Window Tint, located here in Woodland, California. And one last shout out I wanted to give out is to Alejandro. Shout out Alejandro with Peak Torque Performance. He tuned the truck for the electric fan setup, and the truck is running at its peak right now. The truck is running really good, and he helped me removing the clutch fan. So I want to give a shout out to Alejandro, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get straight into it. Peace. GoPro stop. All right, guys, so now that I have everything set up, we got the 34-inch radiator right here that I got from O'Reilly, and we got the 05 and up electric fan kit. This is the OEM fan kit. We got the wiring harness right here. As far as wiring harness, if you do not have the chance to get the original wiring harness, I know Nelson Performance is like a really popular brand when I was doing my research on the electric fan kit. Don't mind the hood, guys, but yeah, we got the truck right here. We got to lift it up. I'm honestly just gonna let it cool down for a bit. I'm gonna let the truck cool down for a bit. Unfortunately, we got a landscaper over there, but it's all good. So I will be getting started right on this video. So the first step that we are gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take out the air intake. We're gonna have to take this clamp off, this one off, take this tubing off. Then we're gonna have to get like this hose out of the way, because we're gonna be taking this plastic, the caution fan, if you obviously, which you will have this caution fan on for the clutch fan. And I'll take this stuff off. I'll be doing a speed lapse because I don't want to make this video too long, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm letting the truck cool off, but as far as tools, I got a flathead right here so we could unscrew the clamps. If not, I just measured mine, and it is an 8mm to, if you're just going to use like a socket or something. And then to remove the plastic pieces from that clutch fan, because it's just held it on by plastic pieces, I'm going to be using one of these. But if you don't have one of these, that's what the flathead was for. And let's get right into it. I am rocking the Global Culture. Shout out my boy Ivan, my barber. This is his brand. I'm gonna put the link down in the description for the shop if you guys want to check that out. But let's get straight into it. So first, I'm gonna be taking off this clamp right here by the throttle body. Like I said, 8mm. Alright, guys, I got my SMB air intake. I really like this one out of all of them just because of that clear box, and it is California legal, so shout out SMB for the air intake. They didn't sponsor it though. Okay, so now that we got the air intake out of the way, we have a little bit more room to work on this caution fan, and I'm gonna be popping off the clips right now. Alright, guys, I was waiting for that landscaper to get out of here, but while I was waiting, the truck did cool down a little bit more. So like I said, we got the air intake out of the way, and at that point I took off this cap just to let it cool down a bit as well. I took this off, just the clip right there, as you can see, and then I just unconnected these lines right here that were clamped on, just you know, to get everything ahead of time. But now we're gonna be popping these clips up just like that, super easy. So now that I got all the clips off, I'm probably gonna have to take this off. All right, guys, so I got all the clips off the caution fan plastic piece, and what I realized is there's a 10mm up here, 10mm up here. We're going to be taking that off, and it should be able to pop up. All right, guys, now that we have the two 10mm out, we got all the clips out for this plastic caution fan piece. We're just going to move this hose and pull up. Boom. We won't be needing that anymore. Now we're gonna have so much room right here in the engine bay. All right, guys, now that we got everything as far as we could, I'm gonna get underneath the truck so we could take off the plastic piece of the caution fan from underneath. And I got a 15mm right here. We're gonna be taking off this plastic piece. I don't know if you have it, but I'm gonna be taking it off out of here because it's in my way. And the bolts are looking pretty rough, but they are 15mm. All right, guys, I got this plastic piece out from underneath. Now I'm gonna come back up, and when I was underneath, I just pushed this plastic piece up with my hand, and they popped up. So now I think we just have to wiggle it, try to get it out at an angle. I'm gonna let go of this GoPro. All right, what helped me is I pushed it down. I don't know if you guys can see, but I pushed it down, and now I'm gonna be bringing it all around from one side. All right, guys, look at this. Dirty. We're not gonna be needing it anymore. Look how much space we have now. This is how the engine bay is gonna be looking like with the electric fan over there. And look at this radiator, 34-inch, like I said, and the one I have now is a 28. It makes it look super small, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be mounting from this bracket right here, see that right there, to that one. I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna have to do. They're already on the frame, so this should be a pretty install. Let's get right ahead, and I'm gonna bleed the radiator at this point. Got the clutch fan we're probably gonna have to remove next, but this peacock right here, this is the screw that we're gonna have to unloosen to bleed the radiator system. And make sure you have something down there to catch all that mess. All right, guys, so if like 5 to 10 minutes pass by, I let all the coolant drain. Basically, we're gonna start disconnecting everything from the radiator. These are the transmission lines. You guys might have them, but I have a TrueCool 40K. You guys will just have to disconnect them. They go right here, but as you can see, mine don't have them because mine are connected to the TrueCool 40K. Highly recommend. I've had no problems. If you guys need help with that, go check out my video, and leave comments for improvement, because I'm trying to make this video better than my last video. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start disconnecting all these hoses, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys, we got all lines disconnected. So far so good, pretty easy. I got a 13mm right here. We're about to take out the 2 bolts at the top. That's the last thing holding the radiator, and then we're just gonna pull it up and put the new 34-inch. Let's do it. Okay. So all I did was pop it out. Super easy. Super. So this is the 34-inch radiator. Everything should be perfect and lining up good. This one's, wow. So right now I do have it upside down. Let's get right into it. Alright, guys, so we got the 34-inch radiator right here. It came with a little baggie. We'll just put this off to the side as of right now. And let's see if this is actually true about going in perfectly. Okay. So I came in at an angle. So my transmission lines connecting to my TrueCool 40K
are a little bit in the way.
All right, guys. So it took me about 4 to 5 minutes to get this 34-inch radiator in there. Everything lined up perfectly. You basically just have to drop the radiator into these holes right here. There's holes in the bottom. I can show you with this one. So these right here, you can see they have holes in the frame, and they're just gonna sit down right there. I had to take this off because for me what made it so difficult was my transmission lines. You see now I had to move them a bit, but luckily perfect, nothing too serious. I got everything mounted. All right, guys, so I forgot to mention, but before you install this radiator, it comes with this rubber piece, and you're just gonna slide it through here. And then I just wanted to mention that because I had forgot to bring it up. But yep, and then you could put that 13mm bolt back in there.
Alright guys, so it's currently the next day, but I'm gonna get back to where I left off. We got the new 34-inch radiator in. We got most of the lines connected, but I do not have the top line. That way I still have leverage to work on removing the clutch fan. I already got the clutch fan removed, but I will be showing you guys how exactly I did it. And I'm not even gonna take credit on this myself. A friend had to come help me. I was stuck on it for about 2 to 3 hours, and my friend did it in 10 minutes. So I just highly recommend you buy the tool to do this, because there's like a lot of different ways people show, but I did not have the tool, and we did find a way to do it. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so you're gonna need a 15mm right here. We have this bolt right here. We're gonna apply tension. Look at that. It moves a little bit, and from there we could remove the belt. Let me put the GoPro back down. Okay. So now we got the belt out of the way, and now we have more room and more leverage to work around this clutch fan. So now the tools we will be needing are these wrenches right here. So this one right here, we're going to be putting it around the bolt. So you see how it moves, everything's moving, the whole system is moving. We want to keep that black ring from moving, this ring. So what we're going to do with this other set, with this set right here, we're going to come like this, bring this bad boy right on top of it. You see, that's what the belt would keep us from doing. Boom. So now I got it locked and loaded. Look at that. Hold it as tight as you can, that thing ain't moving. Now we're still holding the black piece right there. We're gonna put this around our nut, go to the left, boom, boom. You see my fan's already loose, but this black thing ain't budging. This is super simple, super easy. My friend did it in 5 to 10 minutes, but keep in mind, he's a specialist, I'd like to say. He has a lot of experience with. So once you got it at that point, once you loosen it up, you could just grab the fan and hold the black piece with your hand and just spin that bad boy off. So I hope it helps you guys. I recommend go buying the tool, but taking off the belt and using those two tools right there will get the job done. Out of the way. Put this off to the side. I hope you guys don't have too much trouble with that. Like I said, all you need is these two and removing the belt. Alright guys, I hope this GoPro's capturing perfectly, but we have my old belt right here, and it's not too worn looking at it. So we're gonna start right here. It is a little tricky, and then we're gonna go, look at that, it's stuck in the bottom. We're gonna want to put it going through the bottom, going through the bottom one, and then we're gonna want it to come back around. bring that back. Okay, now we got it from right there. That's from right here. We're gonna be bringing it up and over. But we're gonna be bringing it up this piece right here. This black one. Boom. Apply tension on that belt. Now we're gonna be going under this one on the right, and we're going to be coming back around. Make sure everything is on perfectly, because you'll have some trouble finishing this up if not. So you see it, I don't have quite enough leverage right there. Look at that. There's that. Okay, so now we're done with this whole clutch fan. So now we start with the electric fan setup. Now, if you'd like, you could start putting some hoses back on if you haven't yet. All right, let's go get these E-fans. Still got the GoPro once again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got the electric fan set up right here. It's pretty easy. All you're gonna have to do is slide it down. One little problem I encountered is the 2 bolts to mount it on. I don't have it, but I'm still gonna be going in there and mounting it up. I got the wiring right here. Alright, so we're just gonna bring it up and over. I'm gonna let these E-fans fall down slowly. Alright. This electric fan setup should just slide right down. On the sides it has 2 clips that it's gonna mount onto the radiator. All my lines are back and connected. E-fan's good. All we're gonna have to do is wire this bad boy up. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys didn't struggle as much as I did, but we're gonna be bringing that fire content soon. This is fire content right here, guys. Let me know what you guys are trying to see on the video, because I feel like for the video what would help bringing out the type of content I like bringing out is working on the truck, obviously, endless visions, and more like how-tos you guys learn with me, and then I try to make it as easy as I can for you guys to do it yourself. Alright guys, so I looked underneath the truck and everything is perfect. Everything looks pretty good down there. I'm gonna just the next clip you guys will be seeing is me wiring this electric fan setup. First thing we're gonna have to do, guys, is take off this 13mm bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to get this little plate out of the way, because we're gonna open up this control box, and this actually hooks up right in there. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna set the GoPro down and y'all will see me get to work. So now we got this little plate off. That's step 1 to this. So I got the 4 13mm bolts out. We got that plate out, and we're gonna be putting it right here, this little component. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so to pop this plastic piece off all the electrical components and the fuses, there's 2 clips right here off to the side. You just want to pull it up like so, and then just give it a little pull. Alright guys, so it's taken me a while, but I finally figured it out. So when installing this little computer system that came with the E-fans, the wiring harness, it automatically fits right here off to the right of all these fuses, and I was struggling trying to fit it in and everything. But the problem was that you're gonna have to there's 2 clips. There's this clip right here, you see that? There's this clip right here, and you're gonna push both of them, and you're gonna want to pop this up in order to fit this right here. It's gonna fit right there. So it already comes with a the piece that's similar. That's how I knew it was gonna line up right there.
you see, and then you just fit it in. As far as pushing it down, you got all these cables right here. I'm not really too worried about that, as long as they're all under the box once I put everything back, so they don't get wet or damaged or anything like that. So you're just going to want to push these two clips. This clip right here, you can see it pops up, and then this clip right here at the same time, just like how it's going up. And then you're going to want to slide this in. So I already got that figured out. And then it looks like this piece right here to the right is going to clip on to right there, but I can't get it down enough. But I think that's fine as long as it all lines up perfectly. So now we should be able to put this back, and it does fit. I already put it back off camera. Alright guys, so now that we got this component installed, now we just have to focus on hooking it up and getting it all situated. So I ran the positive wire that it came with right here. I got this red wire. It is hidden, but I got it all covered up. I already installed it. Alright guys, so this step, once we remove the plastic piece cover, we're going to be removing these two bolts right here. There's one right here and one right there. Alright guys, we got the two bolts loosened up. So now we should be able to pry this off. See, we got this blue one pried off. Let's pry off this other one. We got the red one. So now that we got the two 6mm bolts out, we're gonna need to insert the wires into one of each of these pins. One is gonna go on this blue box, one is gonna go on the red box, and they are numbered slots, so that makes it way easier. And let's get into it. Alright guys, so now that we have this removed, you're gonna have to be removing this plastic piece. You just have to squeeze these two pieces on the side, and this should pry off. Once you pry off that plastic piece, you're gonna have access to all these wires right here, and you could see how they are numbered slots. And the green wire that came with our electric fan component, we're gonna be wiring it up on the slot number 42. I don't know if you guys can see that because the lighting isn't so great, but we're gonna be inserting the green wire on the slot number 42, and when we insert it, make sure we hear that pin click. That pin is gonna be, we're gonna insert it from the top, and then it's gonna click on right here. I went ahead and I removed the blue protector that protects the pins. So you're gonna want to remove that when installing when plugging in your wire. And the green wire once again went in the slot number 42, and make sure you hear that click. All those little pins that you're seeing right there are the pins that are slotted in so far. There are some empty slots. And if we go ahead and look over the red box, I got the blue wire pinned in the slot number 33, and we can see it right here. We could see the blue wire that I have here slotted in the number 33. Let me get a close up in that. Alright guys, so I hope you guys can see, but the blue wire, we slotted in the slot number 33, and this is going to be on the red side of the box. Make sure you hear it click once again once you insert it, and once you insert that, they should be good. We got our positive wire hooked up right there, and I went ahead and I connected the ground all the way at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that right here, but we got the ground all the way mounted right there in the bottom, just so it won't be in the way. And I went ahead and I zip tied these cables right here, and I got them tucked in. Make sure you don't want anything loose to get in the way of the belt while it's moving. You know, you wouldn't want that. Alright, so I went ahead and I put the plastic piece back. So we got the plastic piece back on, installed. I went ahead and I covered the electrical center back up, and that should be it to this installation. We got the positive wire hooked up right there. It was that 7mm, and then we got our ground wire hooked up as well. All right, we got the electric fans all hooked up and wired up. They should be ready to roll, although they do need to be tuned, guys. So remember to get this tuned. Try to find someone around your area that that you could trust to tune and work on your truck, so you could get these electric fans running perfectly. But we did wire them up. Everything's done. Make sure to drop a like if you liked the video, if this helped you out. Make sure to leave any comments. I will be replying to comments. Alright guys, so I put everything back to normal. I put this plastic piece back on. We got all the hoses lined up, air intakes back on, all the clamps are on securely and tightly. All I need is 2 bolts for the electric fan setup because I didn't get them. I'm gonna go to the junkyard right now and go pick them up. Hopefully I can find some. But now it's time to fill up the coolant system. We got all this extra room now that that clutch fan is gone. It looks pretty cool. All right guys, I threw 2 gallons of coolant in there. It seems pretty topped off, but I'm sure we're gonna have to add more once we turn on the truck and then the thermostat opens up. But everything so far so good. We got no leaks. All right guys, we got everything ready. Everything is ready. Let's turn it on and let's hope for the best. I already know it's gonna turn on like a beast. I don't know where the keys are at. Alright guys, truck turned on pretty good. Looking at the coolant right now, the coolant is draining down and it is bubbling. I might have to add some right now. Now it's running good. It took a little bit, but I think now it's getting that coolant running through that system. Let's check down for any leaks. No leaks. That was there prior. Let's go guys, let's go. Truck getting used to this new radiator. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it needs a lot more coolant. Ah, these are the empty ones. Ha. Hell yeah, boys, hell yeah. I just still need to put that piece on, but it's all good. Ah, making a mess. What's up with that? Alright guys, so I basically threw in another gallon of coolant in there. So when I went to O'Reilly, they told me it was gonna need like 12 liters, something like that, which adds up to like 4.5 of these Prestone coolant. I did. Alright guys, so look at that. It actually looked like it's overfilling. Oh my god, we're gonna let it bleed out. I hope it goes down. The thermostat's probably gonna have to open up. I don't know if, I'm sure it already did, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to do it once again. I see no bubbles, which is a good sign. That means there's no air anymore in the system. Yes sir. Shout out Manny, getting down over here.